guys, welcome to PQ, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Today's song is a request from one of our supporters on Buy Me a Coffee. This song is from Glenn. Thank you for your song request and for your support. This is Peter Gabriel, In Your Eyes, and he sent us a specific concert or a live performance that he wants us to visit and watch. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and watch it and we'll talk more. Oh, okay.
Accepting all I've done and said, I want to stand and stare
with the
again
lighting.
Yeah.
till there's nothing left out. Oh, it remains there in your eyes. Whatever comes and goes,
What a voice he
I
has.
will hear your silent call, and I will touch this tender wall till I know I'm home again. In your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes.
What instrument is that?
So actually I read about him and the fact that he loved to collaborate with like a lot of musicians from different countries, specifically from African countries, because he was in love with the different rhythms that you can obviously hear from the get-go. And I love that like combination in this song because it kind of like, I don't know, it's such a nice blend. I love that like the incorporation of the rhythms that are kind of like repetitive in the background, so it makes it a little hypnotic. It just goes on and then everything else floats on the top of that.
Yeah.
Love, I get so lost sometimes. Days pass, and this emptiness fills my heart. When I want to run away, I drive up in my car. But whichever way I go, I come back to the place you are. And all my instincts,
Look how in sync they are.
and the
Yeah.
facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the inside. In your eyes, the light, the heat. I am complete in your eyes. The resolution
before we, I don't know what's gonna happen later, but I
Mm.
love the setting on this stage. It's so different from like the just like a stage that you just see people. I love that how like I
Mm.
don't know, like it's a round stage and then you can see people
Mm.
moving at all times. More dynamic than just like a still stage that you see people and there's not a lot of movement going on, especially like circle wise. But this is different and I love that because it truly like gives it like a different level of performance. For me, it's not just,
Yeah.
I feel like I am so engaged in it. I'm there. Like it kind of feels like we are in a
Mm.
get together and they're performing something for us. It's so cool.
Mm.
Love, I don't like to see so much pain, so much wasted, and this moment keeps slipping away. I get so tired working so hard for our survival. I look to the time with you to keep me awake and alive.
I love this
All my
part.
instincts, they return on the grand facade. So soon we'll burn without a noise, without my pride. I reach out from inside. Oh, 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 in your eyes, the light, the heat. In your eyes, I am complete. In your eyes, I see the doorway. In your eyes, a thousand churches. In your eyes, the resolution. In your eyes, of all the fruitless searches. Oh, I see the light and the heat. Oh, I wanna be back in your eyes. I wanna touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes. In your eyes. In your eyes. In your eyes. Sobat silamba sitangay. Sobat manga jibi. Sobat silamba sitangay. Sobat manga jibi. Sobat silamba sitangay. Sobat manga jibi.
I love your voice.
Jean-Claude. I want to stand and stare again. Oh, it's in your eyes. Grazie. Malachi. Papa Wimbo.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, and then
Wow.
that's cool. I think that was so different from any other performance that at least on this channel we have so far watched. That was like
Yeah.
such a unique performance. I have a lot to say about like the performance elements. But I loved what they did. I wonder like what country of Africa that was the influence.
Yes,
It's a
I also was like from the beginning with all the rhythm and the vibe. I was like,
yeah,
yeah, there is definitely an African music, like the
yeah,
rhythm and the thing. There is uh, absolutely a influence from there, and I have to say that I loved how different they our outfit looked. For example, somebody was just wearing a dress, a fancy dress,
mm-hmm.
and another one was wearing these suits that the conductors wear
Yeah,
with the shorts, and
yeah,
also the other one with completely fancy suit, and the other one with just very colorful, and they all had completely different styles and vibe. They were not like, yeah, we have to match or look similar or something. Each person was themselves, and that was so beautiful, and it looked so colorful and beautiful, and it showed that how beautiful is when just everybody are themselves, and they have their own vibes
yeah,
and styles, and it's just so colorful and so beautiful.
yeah. Speaking of that, the influence is from the country Senegal. So
Mm.
the also the language that they spoke, it was that, and then that was like
Mm.
a. It says the lyrics were inspired by the African tradition of ambiguity in song between romantic love and love of God, which was I was gonna talk about because the lyrics were so like for the most part were so like it could be interpreted as like a love song or very romantic, but the way they were performing and then some of the like the phrases that he was using, it was
Mm.
showing that it was like beyond just love for one person. It's just love for like faith. It was like very spiritual, and also the way that they were performing it, it reminded me of like a musicology class that we had in college, and then our professor was all talking about the fact that how music is not like as practical or functional for us now. It's just something
Mm.
that we go to and listen to, which is I guess obvious, but versus the music that still exists in a lot of like parts of different countries, like the folk music, the traditionals, the ritual, and how the
Mm.
music was like a tool to perform those rituals and like basically was part of daily life. And I mean, it's not like which one is better, but she was just talking about the fact that how the music has changed. The role of music for a modern person is so much different than like, for example, back then. He was talking about, for example, in the south of Iran, they would use music in like when they're fishing, and how they sing certain songs
Mm.
to kind of like sync their fishing movement so they can work together. So it's like a tool
Mm.
to use for like a function that you happen or you see in daily life, or a lot of rituals that people would perform to like heal from like a lot of like like
Mm.
evil spirits or like a lot of things. I mean, the examples are like endless, but I love that this was kind of like a blend, especially the performance on the stage, because we could see some of those performance elements, the fact that the stage was like a circle, the fact that they were moving freely, it was kind
Yeah.
of like a lot more engaging. than like maybe a normal stage that you would imagine. But then at the same time, there are elements of like the more modern music, kind of like the keyboard, the fact that his singing, and like some of the, I don't know, some of the movements. So it was actually a very, very cool experience to like to watch that
Yeah.
and like engage with that. That was very cool.
I have to say that it also reminds me of a little bit like this animation from, I think, Disney, Ariel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have also some songs there that it has this vibe, and
Yeah.
uh, because of that, it really, this song gave me the, you know, feeling of
Mm,
ocean, or they are in a
yeah.
island, in an island, and they are just dancing together, and it's just you know,
Yeah, that's right.
oceany vibes it had. And this thing that came onto them, and then also in the beginning came a bit, went up and then came down. It would be so funny if they would make it like a shell, like they would
Mm,
do it like something that it looks like, because the shape was matching the shell,
yeah.
and it would so match the vibe. But yeah, I really, and I have to say that I have a sticker in the back of my iPad that really matches this vibe of all of them looking different, and the so variety of, you know, how beautiful is the variety, and not just all looking the same.
Yeah.
And it's this one, I think you can't really see it. I will put the text there because it's in German, and I will put the
Oh, okay.
translation translate also in the editing. But yeah,
Okay.
I think it really matched the vibe of the song.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Wow, that, yeah, that was very interesting. I really enjoyed that, and I think Peter Gabriel. Remember we reacted to Genesis a few weeks ago, maybe less than
Hmm.
that. I think he is the lead singer of that.
Ah.
But I'm very, yes, I'm very curious to see what else he does. I think from that one song and from what I read about him, he's very creative in like collabing with different, like a lot of cross-cultural fusions. So I'm very
Oh,
interested to see
nice.
what else he has that has that vibe, because that was very enjoyable to watch. And I love that instrument that he was playing. I think apparently the Senegalese
With
maybe
the
instrument. Yeah, the
two
kind of like a
violins,
string thing. Yeah, it was
kind of
looked
like,
like a
yeah,
violin. Yeah,
not,
but it was
yeah,
two floors. Yeah, but I don't know the name of it. And but that was very interesting, and it had a very cool sound. I don't know what that
yeah, it had.
instrument is. Yeah, but I'm interested to see if he has any other things that are kind of like has the same vibe or anything else from this singer, because his voice was amazing.
Yes.
I loved the like the performance of the whole thing, but especially him was so like entertaining to watch, but at the same
Mm,
time very interesting. But all the rhythms in the background, I think I said in the first place that I
mm.
love that the rhythm pattern kind of gets like repeated and repeated, but then on top of that there is like a lot of voices happening, and then they're singing like kind of like the singing feels like a floating thing, and then the rhythm is kind of the ground work here. And I love that that was happening. It kept like a very like a meditative feeling, because it kept repeating and repeating that rhythm in the background. But that was very cool. So thank you, Glenn, for suggesting this song and this performance. We really enjoyed it. We hope you guys did as well. Please don't forget to like this video, drop your comments below, any other suggestions from him or any other bands. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you want to support us more, there is a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!